This is Brady from Sextile, and this is musicfiends.com.
Hello, this is Jason here with musicfiends.com. I'm with Brady of Sextile.
Hello.
They're in town. They're opening up for Molchat Doma here in Dallas. It's the fourth stop on the tour.
Yes, it is.
All right, so they just getting started.
Yes, we are.
So I want to talk to you real quick about your last album,
Okay.
Push.
Okay.
Excellent album.
Thank you.
Something I really hear is industrial music. The sounds to it. It's like abrasive kind of nice rap sounds. Does industrial music play an influence in your creation?
Absolutely. I think it was like right from the beginning, we were super influenced by industrial music from the dawn of the band, really. And it will always seep into our production style. I think one thing we really loved was the drum programming that we heard in a lot of like EBM and early industrial from Front 2/4, Skinny Puppy, Nights Rap, all the earlies, even mid discography ministry, around that. So a lot of that was super inspirational to us at the beginning of Sextile. And I think a lot of those production techniques have just kind of carried on and will continue to carry on. What we're trying to do is really just put all of our influences into one kind of thing, and we're going to continue to do that.
Melissa, in an article, a alternative press article, she talked about being in one genre is boring.
Yeah.
And so can you talk about your next album? Because I see the progression from each album.
Yeah.
And this acid house, kind of industrial. So is the next album be harder, faster? What?
It's both.
Both, okay.
It's both. It's harder, or it's faster, but it's also softer.
Okay.
At the same time, we'll have our first country song on there. It's actually written by Melissa. Okay. It's very beautiful. It closes out the record, and it's my personal favorite song on the record. Okay. But then we also have gabber, like style beats and kicks on throughout the record. Probably more melodies than we've ever put on there, but we're still retaining our really heavy bass lines and not losing our production of drums and stuff. It's all still there.
And you do all the producing and mixing?
Yes, I do all the producing and mixing. Melissa is right there next to me, helping me all the way through, though,
And did y'all record this at a studio somewhere? Or because I know you did some of the last album at a house, and then Yucca.
So we did this mostly at my place, which was in my bedroom mostly, but it was from there we took it to our really good friend's studio, Rose and Sound. They repair everybody's vintage synthesizer up there, and they have every synthesizer you could possibly think of just all up in the studio. It's a really beautiful studio and a really amazing crew of people that work there. And so we used their studio to track vocals, put finishing touches on the record. So we did it in a couple places, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I want to go back to you said you have a country song.
Yeah.
What style of country? The old school country like Johnny Cash?
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton?
Dolly Parton would be a huge influence on this one. We, on our last tour through the States, we were listening to Dolly Parton's America, and it was super influential to us. We really think she's an American treasure. And so Melissa has always been super influenced by Dolly, and so we try to really hit that type of production style. So the song doesn't incorporate any drums, but it's got our take on, I guess, I don't know how to put it. I don't really want to give it words, but it's, I guess, our take on country in a very psychedelic way.
Okay.
But psychedelic, you might think Grateful Dead, but it's not like that. I guess trippy would be a better word. But
Graham Parsons, maybe?
No, I'm talking about lots of delay, lots of reverb, like reverse roads, like things like that on there. So we put a lot of crazy shit on there.
Okay. I'm excited to hear that. Speaking of Dolly Parton, one of my questions was, she's famous for saying she wrote Jolene in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's incredible.
What's the quickest song you've written? And when you did, you're like, this is done, let's record it.
Situations, I think. Oh, and Crash. Crash from Push came really, really quickly, like all in one morning. So did Situations, which was off of our second record, Albeit Living. And that was on my way, because I was pretty broke at the time, and I was still taking, I was going to Whole Foods and, going to the hot bar and preparing myself a free lunch, if you will. And so I was actually on my way to go do that. And the song is about that, being in that situation. And I kept on finding myself in that situation. But luckily, I'm not in that situation anymore. But yeah.
Good. People love to know, what do you like to eat when you're on the road? I think I read y'all like diner culture.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Have you been to any cool diners in Dallas?
Not in Dallas yet, but in northern Texas on our way down here, we hit I don't even remember the name of it, to be honest, but it was just like the best experience, like we don't see city folk, that whole vibe. And she said, we could tell you're from not around here, but she had we thought she had the cutest little accent, and it was just really good vibes. And I mean, we love Texas. Texas is one of our favorite places to come and play.
Well, thank you for coming and playing.
Yeah, I mean, we'll keep coming. Y'all keep coming to the shows. We'll keep coming down and playing for y'all because it's super fun.
I know y'all are heading to Houston and Austin, and you're DJing in Austin.
Yeah, we're going to DJ in Austin.
What are some of your go-to tracks or bands? Like, if I came to hear you DJ, I'm definitely going to hear this artist.
Okay, that's a great question. Give away my secrets. All right.
I'll give away all of them.
I'm sure y'all probably know a couple of these, but so one would be Lock Club. Okay. If you've ever heard of Lock Club, if you haven't heard of them, excuse me, they're an amazing Russian duo. But I think actually one of them passed away recently, so they might be just a singular piece now. But Lock Club, where it still are. I think they're still performing, but yeah, it's amazing music. I've been really into actually an older artist, Josh Wink, out of Philly, who was like early in Acid Breaks and stuff like that. You'll always hear him in my sets. Them and Lock Club for sure.
Okay. Going back to your new album, our upcoming album comes out in May, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and
May 2nd.
You'll be on tour in the fall. Is that true?
Oh, yes, that is true. That is true. We will be on tour in the fall.
If you could describe your new album in 5 words, only 5 words, it could be a sentence or 5 random words, what would those 5 words be?
It's pretty. It's daring, energetic, it's vulnerable, and it's dancey.
Perfect. It's Jason with Music Fiends with Brady from
Thank you so much for having me on.
Please catch them on tour. The tour goes to
We're going to go to the beginning of March 7th.
March 7th.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.